Okay, good morning everybody. Okay, and thank you for joining us for this webinar this morning. My name is Mr. Rob, okay, and I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about our Key Stage 5 offer here at GFM for the next academic year. This is a very exciting time for us as a school. And we're continuing our successful expansion. We started as quite a small school, and now we're growing, and that success, okay, now means we're in a position where we're able to open our first sixth form, our Key Stage 5 provision from next year. Okay, offering courses for our current Year 11s, but also for students from other schools that may want to join us on the next stage of their education journey. The idea behind this webinar is to try and make sure that we're giving some initial information to parents, okay, and students, because this is a very important time for students on their current GCSE pathways. But also we are clear that we need to make lots of important decisions over the next few weeks, next few months, that can make a big difference to people's lives. And we want to make sure that all parents are fully armed with as much information as possible that we can give them at this stage, so they can make informed choices about the next stages in their child's education. Obviously, we very much hope that our sixth form is a first choice for many parents. We're going to be proud to offer a wide range of different A-level courses and also vocational courses that will fit any learner on any sort of pathway. Okay, but I'll share more about that with you, okay, over the course of this webinar. Obviously, this webinar is directed to you, okay, but there will be opportunities at the end for you to make contacts, not through the webinar itself, okay, but there will be some contact details if you require further information at the end. Okay, I'm just going to share my screen, okay, so you can, and I'll start talking you through some of the key pieces of information that I need. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about quickly here, okay, is our Key Stage 5 provision, which will be starting in September 2022. We're very proud, okay, to be able to do this at this stage, and we're very excited about what we're able to offer. So I'll talk a little bit about how that will work, the different options available for students at this stage, and also the next stages for students and for parents over the next few weeks and next few months to try to make sure that everybody is fully informed and is able to make those correct decisions for the next stages. Now, we're currently working really hard, okay, in the background, making sure that our Key Stage 5 is ready. All right? Our current Year 11s are our focus. Okay, they are working incredibly hard towards their GCSE exams, and lots of those should be hugely proud. And I'm inspired every day looking at their hard work. But in the background, while all this is going on, we're also planning for our first Key Stage 5. So that means we're currently working on our facilities, okay, trying to make sure okay, that we've got the best possible facilities available for students, okay, when they join here, okay, next academic year. We've been reviewing our courses that we're going to be able to offer in terms of the different A-levels, okay, but also vocational courses, which I'll share with you in a second. We've been also looking at, as a school, at our academic options and pathways, both obviously for Key Stage 5, but wider across the school, to make sure we were able to offer something incredible, okay, for students from any backgrounds, okay, at a price point which is lower than most other schools. And also we've been looking at how we can, because Key Stage 5 for me is not just about academic achievement, it's also about enrichment, it's about students becoming adults. So we're looking at how we can shape our enrichment programme through Key Stage 5, but also supporting child's future life choices and also academic futures in terms of university applications. So we're planning all of these things, okay, within our Key Stage 5 offer. First, quick bit of information I want to share with you is obviously as a UK curriculum school, okay, we follow the UK curriculum at all stages, okay, throughout our school. Now, obviously that means that currently Year 11s are working towards their GCSE qualifications, and we're still going to be continuing as a UK-based qualifications, okay, into our Key Stage 5, which means we'll be offering two types of academic courses in our Key Stage 5 in line with all other UK schools. One of them, okay, is A-levels, and the other one is something called a BTEC. Right, so I'm going to share with you a little bit of information about both of these because I'm aware that some parents will be from backgrounds that perhaps aren't from UK education. So therefore, okay, you may not have the full information about what A-levels are or what BTECs are. First of all, what are A-levels? Well, A-levels, known as A-levels, but what that means is advanced level qualifications. They're subject-based qualifications that demonstrate students have a more in-depth knowledge and understanding of their subject area than that required at GCSE level. So essentially, they're an advanced level version of a GCSE. Okay, so the subjects that they're chosen will be studied in more depth. Okay, there'll be a higher academic criteria in order to try and hit there, but the knowledge and understanding, okay, is much higher than is needed at GCSE level. Right? Now, these are often described as the gold standard of sixth form examinations. Okay, the gold standard of what can be achieved at Key Stage 5. Right? Now, the reason for that is because these are a UK-based qualification, okay, delivered through UK schools, but they are widely recognised across the world. Okay, the very few areas actually don't recognise A-levels, so they're widely recognised across the world. Universities, okay, see this as a very high standard of academic excellence. So if you're able to achieve, okay, successful completion of A-levels within years 12 and 13, that will open up a huge number of future life pathways in terms of university offers, okay, but any sort of further education and further careers. So A-levels, very simply, are the gold standard, okay, of Key Stage 5. Okay, they're the highest sort of qualifications that can be offered. Now, but the advanced level qualifications, A-levels, are very much of an academic focus. They're focused on people that are higher level academics, pushing towards higher level qualifications in those core subjects. Right? We are aware, though, we want to try and make sure as a school we're supporting all types of learners, not whether they're academic pathways or whether they're career-based pathways. And again, as a school, we've done a lot over the last few terms, okay, to try and build up our offer and try to make sure that we're in a position where it's not just all about academics, it's about other things as well. So we are very proud, okay, we are going to be launching, in the process of being accredited as a BTEC provider. Now, the BTECs are, again, a UK-based qualification, but these are more vocational courses. So these are not academic courses in the same way. Okay, they will still involve classwork and project work and a certain level of academic ability. Okay, but essentially they're vocational courses, which means they're skills-based qualifications which focus on certain careers. Right, and as the first stage of our A-levels, we're very proud to announce we're going to be able to offer 2 BTECs, okay, at level 3. So that's equivalent to A-levels, and we're going to be offering those BTECs in both sport and information technology. There'll be more detail shared about those in future, but these BTECs tend to focus on students who, in terms of not quite, the academic route might not be the right route for them, okay, in that they may not be able to achieve academically at A-levels, but they do give a really valuable qualification in a vocational area, okay, and in our case, it's sport and information technology. BTECs are increasingly recognised across the world. Okay, not necessarily in the same way as A-levels, but BTECs are increasingly being seen as a UK-based qualification, okay, that can lead to a range of other pathways. So we're offering both A-levels and BTECs. Now, what's been shared with parents and students recently is we've uploaded onto the school website, okay, a lot of information about A-levels and BTECs. Some of the same information I've gone through, but obviously a bit more detail on the website. What we've also shared with students as well, okay, is how our curriculum model will look next year. Now, this on the screen, please know that this is not fixed in stone at this stage. It will be adapted and there will be changes made to this based on student preferences. And once we start the application process, we'll be able to see which courses are more popular than others. So please know this is not fixed in stone at this stage. All students, as they enter Key Stage 5, and this is the same in GFM as it will be in any school, there are certain compulsory subjects that students need to sit. Okay, so you can see those down the left-hand side. So, for example, those students with Arabic passports, okay, Arabic, okay, is a compulsory language. Also, am I still in the meeting? Oh yeah, okay, so I apologize, there looked like a technical problem there. So Arabic, okay, as a first language. Also, Islamic education for Muslim students. For all students, there'll be moral education, but also we want to make sure that we're widening the support we have for students in lots of different ways. So we're planning into our Key Stage 5 provision lots of enrichment opportunities, okay, to develop their own hobbies, okay, their interests, but also starting to prepare themselves for a university study, okay, university applications. So within our timetable, we will put in sessions dedicated to supporting students in those applications. We're also going to make sure there is physical well-being education, PWE. Okay? Being healthy and active, okay, is very important for academic success. Okay, so there will be some put within the timetable. Oh, and within the timetable, we are going to be treating A-level students or Key Stage 5 students as young adults. So they will be given more free time. Okay, they will be given more time on their timetable for independent study and guided study. Obviously, that's an important process because successful academic students need to be independent in that way. So we will make sure we're giving students enough time and opportunities, okay, to use that independent and guided study. Most students at A level, okay, will choose 3, okay, A levels. Now, it's possible to do 4, okay, but that would come through a discussion with myself or the rest of the SLT here, the Key Stage 5 team. But what normally happens is most students will choose 3 options, okay, from the 4 option blocks. Right? Now, please look at these options carefully because they are being designed to try and make sure that all students, okay, whatever their interests, whatever their academic interests, can succeed, okay, and have those pathways made available to them from GFM. So, for example, you can see it's perfectly possible for students at GFM to do an economics, a business, and a computer science, for example, or an economics, a business, and a mathematics. But it's also possible if students are more interested in the sciences, okay, for the students to complete A levels in all 3 of the sciences, so biology, chemistry, physics. We also have a range of more artistic subjects. You can see there's English language, English literature, we have French, art and design. There's a wide range of different subjects there, including psychology and sociology. So there's lots of different routes, and we want to make it very clear that any student that comes to GFM, okay, will have the option, okay, to work as much as they can through those different pathways. If your child is interested in a career in business, okay, they can do economics and business here. Okay, if they're interested in sciences, they can do biology, chemistry, physics here. Please know again though, this is not set in stone, so please don't look at these option lists and worry at this stage. As I say, these will be adapted based on student demand, okay, for different subjects. And once we start the application process, okay, we will make adaptations to this. So please don't worry at this stage, okay, about the options you see in front of you. They will be adapted as we go through the application process. Right, so they're the A-level options, okay, and students will generally choose 3 from the 4 options you see in front of you. Now, in addition to this, the 2 BTECs, okay, would run alongside that. Okay, so obviously remember we're going to run BTECs in sport and BTECs in information technology. Information on all of these different courses, both A levels and BTECs, is going to be shared with students very soon. Okay, hopefully next week. Okay, where we're able to give them details of the exact exam boards and the content of those subjects. Again, to help inform students, but also yourselves as parents, making informed decisions, okay, to start thinking about those exact GCSEs that you would like to sit and those A levels. A couple of little things I'd like to share with you just before the end of the webinar. One is that please know that Key Stage 5 students at GFM will be given more freedom and independence. They'll be treated as a young adult with their own facilities and study spaces and have independent study time timetabled for them. So that means we need to be able to trust Key Stage 5 students. Our students here at GFM in Year 11 are exceptional. Okay, huge range of different people, different personalities and different interests, and we're able to cater for all of those different people here. But you will be given more independence at Key Stage 5. And please know that we are also planning a wide range of enrichment and guided activities designed to support wider development as a person and a character, but also in order to support university applications post year 13. It's very important that we have that support in place for students because it can be very daunting and very scary, okay, where we just say, right, you need to start applying for universities. We will guide them through that process. Please also know this, it's quite important we realise this, entry to the 6th form, okay, entry into our Key Stage 5 is not automatic. Okay, it's an opportunity that needs to be earned. Right? It's not an automatic thing that students who are here in Year 11 will also be here in Key Stage 5. All right? And it's also true, obviously, that students will sometimes move between different schools. So in that respect, please look down the right-hand side you see here. Okay, there are entry requirements based on GCSE success. So as part of the application process, their current position in terms of GCSEs and their current predicted grades and what they're expected to achieve in their exams is taken into account. Right? On the school website, you will see more detail about those entry requirements. There are certain criteria that students need to hit, okay, in order to be able to continue into the sixth form, into our Key Stage 5 provision. That's the same here, but that's also the same in every other Key Stage 5, okay, and all of the other private schools in Dubai. Right? Also, quite importantly, is things like behaviour record. I've already mentioned that students in Key Stage 5 will be left to be more independent. Okay, they will be trusted as young adults, okay, to organise their own study in lots of different ways. So behaviour record is very important there. And also attitude studies. Very simply, if someone's attitude towards their learning isn't very strong, okay, or they don't focus on their studies in the way they should do, they're unlikely to be successful at Key Stage 5. So students' attitude towards their study and their behaviour record is very important. Also, there's an attendance record, okay, that's important as part of that. Students' attendance, again, if you're not attending school, okay, enough, it's very, very hard to pass academic exams. So again, in attendance record in Year 11 will be very important, and one thing we look at, okay, in order to make sure that you're the right students and the right candidates for our Key Stage 5. There will also be, as part of the application process, an interview. Now, that might be with me or the other members of our Key Stage 5 team or our SLT here, but that interview will ask, it's nothing to worry about for students, but it will ask them in questions about the subjects they're chosen, okay, their possible future pathways, how they hope to succeed, okay, in Key Stage 5. So certain things we'll be asking, but it's nothing for students to worry about. But please know, and stress to students at home, a sixth form entry, Key Stage 5 entry in any school is not automatic. It is something that needs to be earned based on success at GCSE, but also attitudes towards studies, attendance record, all of that, okay, means that you can apply successfully. On the school website, okay, posted yesterday, and hopefully all parents have received information about this new posting, is lots and lots of detail about our Key Stage 5 offer. Okay, that can all be found on the school's website. If you click on curriculum, okay, there's a little tab and goes down to secondary school, okay, and it'll bring up Key Stage 5. So please do read that information carefully. But it's a lot of the same information as what I'm telling to you now. There's other details on there that might be quite important for you. So please do read that page very carefully. Right, so please look at that. Okay, I've said the link has been sent out to you as parents by email. If not, you can just find that through the school website. And final thing I'd like to say, lots of information will be going to parents and students over the next few weeks, as I said, about details of the courses. We're also going to be sharing information with students and parents about equivalency, okay, so what different courses mean in different subjects in different countries, but also about course combinations, okay, about so if someone is wanting to academically exceed, go to university to study medicine, for example, what are the best option choices for them? We're going to be sharing all this type of information, okay, with students and by parents. So please do keep looking out for emails, keep looking out for updates on the website. Anytime things are updated, I will drop that into the student teams first. So the students should also have be the #1 people that have that information, and that will then be shared from the school through the school down to parents. So please do keep looking out for emails, keep looking out for new things that pop onto the websites, and we'll try and keep you posted as much as we possibly can about that additional information that's coming forward. Next steps, okay, 4 quick things. Okay, very soon students will receive a prospectus outlining the details of the different courses. And that will also have information, as I've said, about equivalency and course combinations. That will be going out to students very soon, and we're hoping we can get that out to them at the end of next week. So then students can really start to think carefully, not just about the course they want, and about the details within those courses. We're also looking at having students, we do have our careers advisor in the school, okay, a director of aspirations called Miss Mitzi. Now, she has been meeting with lots of Year 11s, and those future pathways appointments will be available throughout this process. Okay, so Miss Mitzi will catch up with all students in Year 11 at some point, but if students in Year 11 do want to see Miss Mitzi regarding their choices and they're not sure about different things, please get them to get in touch with Miss Mitzi. Okay, that is her job. She is available to those students. So those future pathways appointments will be taking place all the way through this process. Okay, so please make sure we use that. There will be as well, in addition to all the online information and PDFs and things you'll be receiving, we are going to be planning a Key Stage 5 information and options evening, which will be held in February. Okay, we'll share dates with that once we're able to confirm a time. We would like to hold that in school, as we try to do with big events like this. Obviously, there may be issues with COVID at that time, but so the plan is for February. I will be in touch about the set date for that. Okay, but again, that'll be a really important opportunity for parents and students to meet with subject leaders, meet with myself, meet with Miss Mitzi, regarding the different courses that will be taking place. And obviously information on the exact application process, so the forms that need to be filled out, and the interviews and all those types of things, that will be shared with students very soon as well. Okay. So I hope that was useful. There's lots of information there. As I said, please do refer to the information on the school website as well. And keep looking out for email updates and other things that we'll send your way to make sure that you're fully informed on this next stage. We really much hope that as parents you choose our school. Okay, we've worked very hard to try and make sure that we're in a position where we can offer many of the same academic courses that other schools, okay, that charge more money, more premium schools. We're able to offer the same courses, okay, and we can offer the same challenge, okay, and support for students. Right? So please do look out for all that information. Two quick things though for me finally. Obviously you may have questions. We are going to send lots of information out to you as parents, but if you do have questions in the meantime, please do reach out to us. Don't just sit on a question and worry about something. Please do talk to us. If your question is related to future pathways, so universities or equivalent, in the first instance with Miss Mitzi, okay. If it's any other general inquiry about the Key Stage 5 or anything else linked to A-levels or BTECs generally, okay, feel free to get in touch with me, okay, and I can direct you to the correct subject teacher. Right. Thanks very much for your time today. Okay, if you weren't, for those of you that were logged in live, this will also be posted on the school website, and obviously we'll make sure students are aware of this key information as well. Right. As I said, look out for lots of further information that's come in. We're very proud of what we're able to offer here. So please do get in touch with how we can support, okay, and how we can help get your child ready for the next stage. Okay, thanks very much for your time.